When you are somebody that minds your business, it tends to upset people more. Some people thrive off of competition. That's what keeps them going. That's what motivates them. Is being in competition, tearing the next person down. But when you mind your business and you're self-focused, so the only competition you see is yourself, because what race are you in when there's no other person that can be you but you, that infuriates people. It will, because they will feel as if you think you're above them. What do you mean that you don't see me as competition? What do you mean that you don't think about me all day? Because you don't have the time, because you're focused on yourself. And this is why you have a certain level of peace that a lot of the times these individuals don't have, because they get their validation from an external source, whereas yours is sourced from yourself. You could be somebody who your inner circle literally is yourself. I spoke about this on another video. Your inner circle will literally be who you share your emotional access with, who you're sitting there, letting people know what you've been through, what you survived, how you are feeling, etc. You don't probably let people in on that type of information, so they tend to feel like you're secretive or you're hiding something. But this comes from you being through situations where you've let people in your inner circle and they even betrayed you, or they've utilized the information to try to hurt you in some way. So you're not too keen on letting people in once you realize that people tend to have a motive. Some may say it can be a trauma response, but it also is a level of protection. It is your way of protecting yourself. And a lot of the times, people who want to get over on you in that way feel frustrated that they cannot get past that wall to manipulate you. And other times, people who've never experienced it just truly don't understand. But that's the thing. You're not a spectacle. You're not here to be decoded by everybody and understood on a level of grand likability. You're not here to be liked by everybody. So you're not telling everybody who will listen your business or oversharing things that are not people's business, because a lot of the times people really don't care about your story. They literally just want to know so that they have ways of understanding, comparing themselves to you, or if they need to, taking you down in some way. Again, going back to the competitive mind. But when you don't give somebody the information that they're seeking or looking for, then that frustrates them. Because how do you compete with somebody? How do you compete with an opponent where they're unpredictable? You don't understand their moves. You don't understand their motives. You also have a great deal of focus on yourself that a lot of the times people who don't understand you or understand why you operate you the way you do. Because the thing is, you're not going around trying to decode or figure other people out. You're too busy trying to understand the things that people look past. And sometimes it truly is hard for people to look past the world that they live in, the small world that they live in, to think of that there's more beyond this. This is just a ripple, a small little smidge into the bigger picture of what's truly going on around us. And the thought process of that tends to freak people out. So they would rather focus on other people, places, and things than true matters at hand. I also just called 333. So you have a level of divine support. So you don't need support from a whole bunch of individuals or other people. You have the support of Most High, your spirit team, ancestors, whatever you believe in or who works with you. And that level of faith that you have in the fact that something's bigger than you, your purpose is bigger than you, and you've been shown this throughout your life. You've also had situations to where you've had to go through certain level of betrayals, certain situations that you've not spoken about because it's no one's business. What's come out of it is the fact that you are formidable. You also are somebody that goes very undetected until it's undeniable how powerful you actually are. And that terrifies people as well. You could be somebody as well who doesn't look very, very harmless. So you could look very innocent. And this is also why you'll have some people that may try to rain on your parade as well, or think that you're gullible. It kind of reminds me of, like, if you've ever seen those movies or those shows back in the day where they like thinking that they're about to, really antagonize somebody or torture somebody, but they're like messing with somebody who has been through so much, or they've been through different levels of torture or different things people haven't survived, or the person doesn't know that. So then they start trying to go after that individual and thinking that whatever they're doing is going to really get that person to break, but not realizing that person has been through much more than they can even comprehend in their mind. So if anything, it's like you made a bad step. You don't even know who you're dealing with, but that's because you don't reveal yourself. You are somebody who literally is the definition of element of surprise. Never judge a book by its cover. You have that energy of, I told you I just want to be left alone for a reason. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of me. And this level of restraint and self-preservation that you have is a warrior spirit energy. A warrior knows not to engage in every battle because every fight is not worth your time, especially when people are going on ego-driven tantrums. So you'll have a lot of people who try to attack you, be in competition, come up against you with ego-driven tantrums like children because they cannot get your attention. They cannot shake you. So they'll try to do anything, not realizing how much you survived, but you're just not walking around looking like what you've been through. You could probably literally sell out a whole movie theater, be worldwide with what you've been through. And I know you heard my baby laughing in the background. So honestly, the antics that people do against you, it gives me that you tend to laugh at them. They're very like infantile. You're like that vigilante that's gone rogue, that just wants to live a life in peace. So when people try to awaken you, it's like awakening the kraken, awakening the giant, the dragon. Like, just don't go near that cave.